So, back with some more VGC17, which I didn't really think I'd be coming back to for a little while, but got the spark back now, the passion back for VGC17, so I'm going to be using a little bit of a different team, because I've used my Smeagol team to death, and it really needs to be retired now, so I'm going to be going back to something that was thought up by Keenan Duncan right at the beginning of the format, so hopefully I can pull off some stuff there, and I've added a little bit something extra onto what they originally had, which actually makes a lot of sense, and I'm surprised it wasn't on the original version, but also got some interesting Pokemon there. I've got the Metagross, which is quite a special Metagross, as you'll hopefully see. It's not your normal one, because you could have the wide lens on the Rain team. That was what was on the Liverpool winning Rain team, just that you can guarantee the hits, but then you don't have the weakness policy, and having the weakness policy is nice, especially when you're bulldozing it. And there's a fair amount of bulldoze on this team, as you'll hopefully see as well. So let's hope that we can pull off some stuff, and I'll try and keep all the stuff secret until it happens. Although you just have to look at that bottom screen, just right there, and then you'll see all the secrets. So if you don't want to know until it happens, just focus on the big screen there. Don't look at the little one, because that'll ruin everything. But I should probably choose some music as well. And I always just go to Totem Pokemon. Let's have my friend Hao. So, no one seems to be battling, which is nice, just as I'm planning to record. Which is in my break at between lectures, because I am actually back at university now with my amazing internet again, which I'm very pleased about, but I'm going to find someone in the 1400s from Portugal. So, okay, so it's already a bit awkward, because usually leading Pelipper against Ninetales is, like, unless they have Freeze Dry, but that's very uncommon. It's usually pretty good, because you get your weather. But might have to think of a slightly different lead here. Got a Vikavolt, which you don't usually see. Interesting. So, I don't think I want to lead with Pelipper here, but I do think I want to bring it. I'll leave it in the back. Then what will my leads be? Doesn't have any Intimidate on his team. I think I might go with Buzzwole and Kartana here. I do want Pelipper in the back. And final one. Marowak could be really nice. Beats 4 of his Pokemon. Coco loses to Pheromosa, but does pretty well otherwise. I think it's between Marowak and Coco here. I'm going to go with Coco. So, let's see. Did have a practice game with this team before and ran into a timid Choice Scarf Gengar, which was nice. Very nice, which outsped and O-code my Kartana, even at -1, so hopefully we're not going to face something like that. No Choice Scarf Pheromosa, please, but this should be okay. Because the only real thing that threatened Buzzwole was Tapu Fini, but then kind of covering that. So that pairing usually does indicate it's going to be a Choice Scarf Garchomp. So I really don't want to fall for any kind of fire moves here. But I don't want to switch in my Pelipper in case it goes for a Thunderbolt. I do want to attack, and I think I want to Ice Punch his Garchomp here with my Buzzwole. But it's just, do I play safe and protect? Do I switch into Pelipper on a potential Thunderbolt? But it surely wouldn't be a Thunderbolt into Kartana, it would be a Bug Buzz. But then I could be switching into a Rock Slide as well. But most likely a Fire move, because it's usually a Choice Scarf Garchomp. But it could still just be Earthquakes as well. So I think actually, no, I don't want to switch into Pelipper, because then he can switch into his Ninetales and get his Weather. So I want to leave my Weather in the back while I can. So, unless this is a Rock Slide flinch, I should be able to take out this Garchomp here. Oh, okay. That's very unexpected. My Buzzwole isn't too fast, but that's a very slow Garchomp. Well, I get Beast Boost, and I don't take any damage, so I played a bit overly cautious. Ah, good thing I didn't switch into Pelipper there. Because that was another potential, because the Disc Quake is very common with Vikavolt and Garchomp, so yeah, very pleased I didn't switch into Pelipper. But that was a very nice turn. Very interesting speed on his Garchomp. Because I don't think I've ever outsped a Garchomp with my Buzzwole before, but things are looking pretty good now. Because I'm at +1 with my Buzzwole. And a double target of a Bloom Doom and whatever I want to go for with Buzzwole should take out either of the targets. The Vikavolt didn't protect last time, so I can't just double into it safely, but I think the Vikavolt would be my target. So I'm going to go for... I go for Poison Jab, or... I'm going to go for the Freeze, because this should KO, but if it doesn't, I want to freeze it rather than just poison it. And I'm going to Bloom Doom it as well. So Kartana should be making it through this turn, unless it's like a banded Hammer Arm or something. But this should KO the Vikavolt. Like, even though this isn't very effective, I've still got a +1 Ice Punch coming his way. I would expect this to do about half. Hopefully no, like, Citrus Berry or anything. Yeah, just over half, so it's fair enough. And this Ice Punch should be enough. Okay, I regret not going for Poison Jab now. Because that will take out the Buzzwole, and potentially a Bug Buzz could take out the Kartana. It's just Electro Web, okay. That's acceptable. I'm going to Coco here. Yeah, I really should have Poison Jabbed. I still expected it to be enough, but apparently it wasn't. That extra 5 damage was crucial. What did he have in the back? Yeah, Poison Jab would have been way better against anything else that could have switched in, so... Bit of a misplay there, but I'm going to go for a Discharge. And a Protect on Kartana. Yeah, I don't want my speed being lowered anymore, so I'm going to Discharge and just attack. Because you shouldn't be able to knock out my Coco with anything. I don't think Banded Zen Headbutt knocks out Coco. I may be proven wrong, but we will see. It's good that there was no like Super Berry on that Vikavolt as well. Could probably be with Electro Web Assault Vest. This will take out Vikavolt. Be nice if we get a Paralysis on the Metagross, but it should do about half as well. Yep, just about half. So I don't think Zen Headbutt can take out my... Oh, this can take out my Coco. Oh, Corkscrew Crash. I haven't seen that in a while. But ideally this is into Kartana, but this would be into Coco. Now this is actually quite awkward if Ninetales is in the back. Or if Pheromosa is in the back. Ah, it is into Kartana. Nice, nice. I mean, that probably wasn't going to take me out anyway, but that's good that we get to keep Coco. If that was into Coco, that would have been really bad. But yeah, I was saying there's nothing he can do to take me out, and there was, but wrong target. And it is Tapu Fini, okay. So this should be okay now. So I don't have the Electric Terrain boost anymore, so Discharge won't take out Metagross, but this will. So I'm going to switch out into my Pelipper, reset the speed on Kartana so I can leave Blade the Fini in the future, and this will make my Thunder 100% accurate. He didn't bring his Ninetales, which is nice, so I do get to keep the weather. Even if he brought his Ninetales, at this point I would have won the Weather War, so it doesn't really matter. He just needs to not protect his Metagross and the game should be pretty sealed. And even if not, he would have to have like Specs Muddy Water KO my Coco, but he's protecting the wrong one, so that's nice. Because this will take out the Metagross even without the Electric Terrain boost. And then I can just go for Thunder and take out the Tapu Fini. Probably won't take it out in one shot, but I do have my Pelipper as well that I can just go for a Hurricane. And this combination will take it out. But if I was playing in a tournament match, I probably wouldn't have just attacked like this right now, because I've just revealed some information. But yeah, I would have switched out Pelipper back into Kartana, because then that wouldn't have revealed anything, but this just sped it up if that Finny was able to take a Life Orb Thunder. So very nice, very nice. So interesting you didn't bring Ninetales, because usually you do bring Ninetales, even if it's in the back against other weather. Maybe not sun, because that's not so good. Actually, not against rock. Against sand. Gigalith is a big rock though. But yeah, against rain you usually bring your Ninetales so that you can reset the weather. But then again, I didn't have a Swift Swim Mon, so maybe he didn't think it was too necessary for me to keep the rain. I don't think that sentence made sense, but you know what I mean. But go and get another one. Hopefully I can actually pull off. I was about to say gimmick, but it's not a gimmick. It's been proven to be very effective. One of the main strategies I want to get off in the next match. Hopefully I can do that. I do want to show off my my special Metagross here, because it is quite a special one. But again, no one seems to be online. But then again, I am quite low on the ladder. Maybe the higher ranked people are battling it out, and then there's me who's just started again. So we'll see, we'll see. It's interesting using Pelipper without a Swift Swim Mon, because I did take Pelipper without a Swift Swim Mon to Bremen, and that was quite unsuccessful. But then again, that was quite an unlucky tournament. I think the team was pretty good, but it was a slow, bulky team, and when it's slow, it opens itself up to potential RNG elements because you're moving seconds most of the time. So, oh well. Got Single Duck here as well, on a completely different team, completely different moveset. Well, not completely different, like half was the same, but completely different item, so it functions completely differently. There's no Tailwind on it, so nothing like that. But here we go. No one is online. Pretty sure that's been like a whole 2 minutes or something, and it hasn't said you can't find anyone. It does now, but that did seem like quite a long time before it said that you couldn't find anyone. But maybe people. I just bought a VGC17 now. But we've still got a couple more tournaments. I don't know if the new format's going to be implemented in December like it was last year, or if it's going to be in January. I would hope it's December, because then there's a couple of tournaments in December already that would still be VGC17, which wouldn't be ideal. But so we still got the London Internationals, which has to be VGC17 because they've timed it very nicely with the release date of Ultra Sun and Moon being on the same weekend, which is nice. But I do actually already have my, I'm pretty confident of, like, outside of some tweaking, I'm pretty sure I already have my London team, but okay. So this is going to be quite an awkward one, because he's got the Raichu Koko. I do have Marowak, but then he's got Aerodactyl and Garchomp, which could make it a bit awkward. Because I definitely need to bring Marowak here. If I can take care of Garchomp and Aerodactyl, then Marowak's going to look really good. And Buzzwole should do a decent enough job of that. But then that's open to Psychics and Dazzling Gleams, so I need to position Buzzwole and Marowak correctly against the right targets. So I think I'll lead with Koko here, because he's probably going to lead with either the Raichu Koko or Aerodactyl. I wouldn't expect him to just leave Raichu on its own without his Koko, but because then I'd be giving him the boost for him, but that should be fine. Oh, Metagross here. I don't think I want Metagross here. It could be alright, because I do want Marowak and Buzzwole. I don't think I want Pelipper. You know what, let's go with Metagross. And then Marowak and Buzzwole in the back. Let's see, is it going to lead with the Raichu Koko? Is it going to lead with Aerodactyl? I would expect one of those two. One of those 1.5. Because it's Aerodactyl and then Raichu Koko. And then, like, Aerodactyl something. Could be Aerodactyl, anything. But we'll see, we'll see. Going to be Raichu Koko. Garchomp Koko. It's not really what I wanted. So we could have a Protect Earthquake. We could have a Tectonic Rage into either target. Awkward. I'm going to play a little bit risky here. I don't think he's going to Granny in turn 1. If he attacks, it's going to be a Protect Earthquake, so I'm going to go for a Bulldoze with my Metagross. Which usually is the other way around. Ah, here we go. It's going to be the Earthquake with the Celesteela Switch. So that's pretty good, because unless it's a Groundium, but a Celesteela Switch definitely implies an Earthquake, which will be good because my Metagross should take it. And then I'll be able to respond back with a +2 Bulldoze, and then that into a Dazzling Gleam should hopefully take out the Garchomp. Nice, nice. So, getting my Weakness Policy boost here. And then responding back with the move that usually activates my Weakness Policy. So, hopefully this isn't a Scarf Garchomp. Well, even if it is, actually, it doesn't matter, because my Koko now outspeeds it. But that's not enough for Dazzling Gleam. Now, you'd expect him to protect his Celesteela here because of my electric move. But I'm unlikely to outspeed his Garchomp with my Metagross currently. And Dazzling Gleam won't knock him out. And if I lose Koko, then that's one of my ways of beating Celesteela. And I did just protect with it. So that is a little bit awkward, because he should go for another Earthquake here, but I do need Dazzling Gleam now. And another Earthquake will take out my Metagross, so I'm just going to protect it. If he switches out, that's most likely Scarf Chomp, but okay, he's no switch outs, but Dazzling Gleam I don't think knocks out Garchomp from here. I stand corrected. But then again, I haven't really used Koko at all, so I didn't need to protect my Metagross at all, but then if he goes for Flamethrower, then that was the correct play anyway, so just Heavy Slam, so I didn't need to protect the Metagross, but this doesn't knock out Koko. Nice. So he did leave his Celesteela open to an electric attack, so I guess if I attacked into the Celesteela, then he would get an Earthquake off with his Garchomp, so he was willing to trade 1-for-1 there, but it wasn't quite 1-for-1. But he's got his Koko. I don't think he's got Aerodactyl now. So Marowak should be really, really good, because Garchomp is gone. Yeah, I do need to learn my Dazzling Gleam Calyx as well, because I've just been using Tapu Lele for most of the season, so not really used Tapu Koko, and when I did it was a Z-Mirror move one. So, So, because I'm modest Koko, that's probably why I knocked out the Garchomp. He should be able to outspeed me and KO me first. But I think I'm going to go for a Blind Thunder here. And if I remember from my damage calculations correctly, a +2 Psychic should knock out Koko. But I've had this Metagross for about a month now, without actually testing it, but okay, so I will lose Koko here, but that's fine. Okay, I'm going to lose Metagross instead. That's also fine. Because I still threaten the Thunderbolts, or the Thunder, more like onto that Celesteela. I did just protect. Like, Marowak should be the correct one to bring in here. Because I can discharge with my Marowak. He could potentially have discharge as well, because he's got a Garchomp. I'm going to play as if he's timid. But he could be modest and I could win a speed tie. But, yeah. It might be smarter to protect Koko here. Because I can't take out the Celesteela with a Marowak on the field. Unless I Flare Blitz with the Marowak, but I kind of want to take out the Koko here. Because it does threaten my Boswell with Dazzling Gleams. Just depends what's in the back as well, though. I'm going to protect. I'm going to bulldoze. Again. Okay, so I'm catching something. He did bring Aerodactyl. So if I'd have just gone for Discharge and Shadowbone, that would have been really bad for him. So that's a very surprising switch. And also really bad for me now. Awkward. Awkward. I'm very surprised he switched out into Aerodactyl there. Because surely if you have a Marowak on your team, you have Discharge. But yeah, not so good anymore. I'm going to switch out into Buzzwole. I will take one Rock Slide, but I don't want to take it originally. But then is he going to go for Tailwind here? Because you'd expect him to protect his Celesteela. But I don't want to take any unnecessary damage with Marowak, so I'm gonna play it safe. Like, I've been playing a little bit too safe this match, so I've had 2 unnecessary protects. Because I protected the Metagross when it wasn't attacked, and I protected Coco when it could have discharged, and would have picked up the KO on the Aerodactyl because I would have gone for Shadowbone if I discharged. So hopefully he's going to protect his Celesteela here, and then we'll learn the speeds, whether Marowak outspeeds or not. But no, he's just going to attack, so fair enough. But it's going to be a heavy slam into Buzzwole. Which should be, oh, Leech Seed. Leech Seed into Coco, okay. So I still don't know my Rock Slide calculations, but I should be able to take out the Aerodactyl here. So I'm going to go for Ice Punch. I'm going to go for Shadowbone. So once that goes down, Marowak would look a lot better. He's probably going to Leech Seed with his Celesteela into Marowak here, but then again he could be scared of the Flare Blitz. But he might be relying on Rock Slide flinches to help him get through. But no, Skydrop, okay. That was smart. But he will be losing Aerodactyl next turn. Yeah, Flamethrower. That's going to do decent damage even with the Assault Vest. Okay. But that means I don't take a Rock Slide with Marowak, which I will take. Because now I do have a guaranteed Ice Punch and Shadowbone into the Aerodactyl. And that's good. I'd probably lose Buzzwole here to the Flamethrower, or he might Leech Seed my Marowak, or he might protect from the Flare Blitz as he drops me, but Marowak should still be able to pull through now because the Aerodactyl's gone. And unfortunately my Marowak will be getting the KO because it's going to move second, so I won't get a Beast Boost with my Buzzwole, but I'm probably going to look. That did a lot of damage. That did way more than I expected. So he is a fast Celesteela here. Because I'm a reasonably fast Marowak, if I remember correctly. So it is interesting his Celesteela outsped, but I can't remember my investment. So I thought I made it reasonably fast. Unless I'm thinking of a different Marowak, because I make so many spreads, but okay, I still should be okay now, though. Unless he's got something funky like Hidden Power Ground or something. Because I can Flare Blitz into his Coco and KO it, and I just need to hit a Blind Thunder. That doesn't mean I'm okay. That definitely doesn't mean I'm okay. Yeah, I do need to go for Coco here. I will go for a Superpower into Celesteela, potentially putting it in discharge range, if he decides to protect his Coco. But I think it might come down to Blind Thunder now. Because he did just reset the terrain, right? I hope so. Because I do still need, I think I will need the terrain to get the KO. But that's one of the downsides of running the rain stuff with Thunder. When you don't bring the rain, you have to rely on the blindness. So we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, just as in Gleam. I couldn't protect my Buzzwole. I couldn't switch into Coco because it would have got KO'd. So I'm going to be. I hope I lose Marowak here. I want it to KO itself to recoil, but I don't think it will. Oh, it will now. Okay, because this won't KO either. So So I'm going to lose Marowak, but now I just need to hit the Thunder. So I've got a 70% chance to win. I definitely could have played this match a lot better. So having it come down to 70% chance to win is okay, but yeah, like it's not the best. I definitely could have put myself into a position where I could have guaranteed it, but hoping that the electric terrain stay, because he should protect to try and stall out the terrain, but pretty sure I don't know my discharge calculations. It will be single target, but most Celesteelers can live a Life Orb Thunderbolt, so even though discharge is single target, that's weaker than a Life Orb Thunderbolt, maybe equal because of the Modest versus the Timid, but I do need to hit a Blind Thunder here. So, comes down to this. Nice and got your glasses on there, Coco, so unfortunate. It did come down to that. I definitely could have put myself into a better position there. I protected twice unnecessarily. He did switch into an Aerodactyl on a potential discharge, so that was quite an interesting play. And I did go for Bulldoze that turn. If I had just gone for the Shadow Bone, then that would have broken the sash of the Aerodactyl, and I could have just Ice Punched and Flare Blitz that turn and got the double KO that way. And then my Marowak would have still been around against his Coco, so I think that would have been okay, but yeah, like, I don't want to blame it on a Thunder Miss because I definitely could have played that better, but gonna go 1-1 with this team. You probably worked out a couple of the techs now, especially with my special Metagross there. I wasn't lying, but hopefully that will come into play a bit later on, because I am gonna hopefully get back to doing some videos now that I have my super fast internet again, and I've got the spot back for playing VGC. Hopefully we can get a few more videos going out now, so thanks for watching.